Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming to check out this video on my channel. I truly do appreciate it. I appreciate anybody taking time out of their day to watch my video. I know that there is a writer's strike, there's a actor's strike. So I know studios shouldn't be taking ideas until they have actually paid the writers and actors what they deserve and given them a fair deal. But I'm coming to the internet once again, more so to continue to try to manifest this idea because I put this idea on my channel maybe like 2 or 3 times already. But I want to put it out there again to manifest it. And maybe this will make the wheels turn in somebody else's head. Or maybe this will even hold me accountable and be like, hey, sit down, put something to paper. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Maybe it'll make me be like, all right, I need to write this. And this is the idea of a Yakub based horror, Yakub's Revenge. I think, hey, Tyler Perry, Jordan Peele, Tubi, somebody, somebody. Maybe this is the idea, or this is the character that is it's too out there for someone to touch. But I think that Yakub's story would make an amazing horror movie, just based on the character and what is based around and what people believe or think that this person did. I think it would make a great horror movie, and it would have a lot of different elements of horror. You could look at cosmic horror, you could look at body horror, you could look at possession horror. A lot of different genres of horror could be combined into this movie to possibly make a really, really good horror movie. This is my idea. It could be a bad idea. Maybe I put this out there and I'm like, all right, now it's out there again. Now I need to sit down and I need to try to continue to work on this idea. Try to continue to manifest this idea. Make it better. This is my idea, kind of like the basics, the startup idea for a Yakub themed horror movie. Here we go.
This Yakub themed horror movie, Yakub's Revenge, whatever, starts off in the Civil War. That's the opening. So it starts off in the Civil War. We have two different stories being told at the same time. One side is Confederate soldiers, the other side is Union soldiers. Telling these stories about how soldiers have been just randomly disappearing, not casualties of war or anything like that, but these soldiers are continuously disappearing. Telling this story by the campfire, and nobody really knows what's going on. They hear noises in the woods, they hear stuff in the woods. People are kind of shook by these stories. This is kind of the buildup. So then we see things, things are moving in the woods, branches are breaking, trees are shifting, all this other stuff of things happening in the woods. Nobody's taken or nothing like that. The soldiers finish their stories by the campfire. The story then shifts forward in time. We'll say the present day. Let's say we're at this plantation in this small southern town. We'll say it's like South Carolina, Port Royal, somewhere like that. And this group of students have come to this plantation home. It's a diverse group of students, college students from a local school. Let's say it's the International Student Alliance and the African Student Union and maybe the Black Student Alliance or something like that. And they all come together. Someone bought this plantation home. They're trying to change the image of it because let's say this home was owned by a slave-owning Union general, something like that. So they want to change the image of this home. They want to wokeify this home, and the town folks, they don't like it. They're not happy about it. So then there's stuff going on when these students get to this home. It's certain things like maybe the town folks show up when they're not supposed to. They're showing up after dark. They're kind of creeping the people out and everything like that. That's where the story really starts to kick into gear. This old plantation home that these students and this new owner is trying to kind of change the story around is the central location of our story. At this plantation home, these town folks who don't want these mixed diversity, whatever you want to call it, students here, they object to them being here. The town folks start disappearing. Then the students start disappearing one by one. People aren't really sure what's going on, but people are disappearing. They're hearing stuff in the woods. They think it's the town people, but it's not. They're hearing stuff in the house. They think the townspeople are coming in the house, but it's not. What's going on? What's going on is Yakub is seeking his revenge. What I think makes Yakub such a cool horror character, or would make such a cool character for a horror movie, is, well, he would want revenge not only on his creations, If you know, you know what his creations are, but he would want revenge on everybody. He's looking to take everybody out. What is Yakub doing to get his revenge? What could he be doing? What could he be making something? Yakub has been active and under the radar for centuries. And Yakub, being a mad scientist, someone who thinks very highly of their scientific creation and has very evil intentions for their scientific creation, something that they could be making to be the maddest scientists, the craziest scientists ever, would be angels, or let's say he's making nephalim. So let's say the monsters, while Yakub is a monster, the minor monsters in this movie could be biblically accurate angels, which can often be nightmare fuel. Let's say he's making a biblically accurate throne, or he's making a biblically accurate seraphim, or he's making nephilims. He's making these monsters. He's had years and time to make these monsters that are going to be his revenge. So not only is he fighting humans, but he's fighting someone else as well. There's layers in this, and I think it could be such a good story if, if someone took the time. Maybe I need to take the time. If someone took the time to kind of sit down and make it, this might be a story that might be too hard to touch. It might be too complicated, but you could create a lot of different genres. You could put a lot of different stuff into this movie.